For joining us. Good morning, good afternoon, good morrow, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for being here. I'm Sophia Lucia Parola with Garden State Film Festival. This year, March 21st through March 24th, 2024, you can check out over 200 films coming from 14 different countries, all various topics, various lengths. We got animations, pilots, features, shorts, music videos, you name it. We got a bunch of good stuff this year. And I am here we have lots of winners as well. And I'm actually here with two winners of Best Song from a Short Film called Millie's Carefree Day. I'm here with the composer and producer, Kevin Stahl, and the lyricist, writer, and singer, Spencer Camacho. Hello. Thank you both for joining me and congratulations.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. I'm so excited to talk to you about your art, this song, all this good stuff. But let's just start with you both kind of tell me a little bit about yourself, introducing yourself for me and the audience. Whoever wants to start. Kevin.
All right, sure. I'll go first. Yeah, my name is Kevin Stahl. I am a film composer and a producer. I also write music for video games, television, TV shows, commercials, pretty much anything that has multimedia. I write music for it. I'm also a professor of film scoring at Westchester University and Rowan University. I am a jazz musician. I play drums in a lot of big bands and funk groups and jazz groups around the Philadelphia metro area. Let's see, what else? I compose not only for films, but also for the stage. So I've written a lot of concert works for large ensembles. And you can check me out on Spotify. I have a lot of albums and singles that are coming out in the neo-minimalist, neo-classical space. And I'm also happy that this is actually my second award from the Garden State Film Festival. Very honored to have won twice. And I've won awards at many other film festivals, both locally in the Pennsylvania, New Jersey area, but also globally around the world.
Very impressive. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Spencer, can you top that? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I can tell you, he can.
Oh, no. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Spencer. I use he, him pronouns. Like Kevin, I teach at Westchester University. I'm actually housed in the Honors College, and I am a professor, instructor of leadership organizational studies. And my background experience with music is expansive and has taken many different turns. I am a pianist, a singer. I specialize with contemporary a cappella arrangement and composition, and being able to collaborate on this project with Kevin was really exciting and cool to be able to bring some music to life. So I'm really happy to be here, and this is a first for me for sure to be on a Zoom interview like this and to be interacting with all of you. So I'm excited to be here.
Wow. I am equally, if not more excited to be able in your virtual presence and to be able to ask you guys about how you made this. Very impressive, both of your bios and art. So tell me about Millie's Carefree Day. How did this all start? Yeah. Tell me about the score.
Well, I guess I can kind of chime in first. I've worked with the director on multiple projects, which is Mike Lecision, and he wrote the script and directed the film. And so I was very thrilled when he came to me again to score his film. And when we first started off, one of the caveats to writing was I had to write a score that could work along with a song that he already was planning to use in the film. So I wrote a score that could seamlessly transition into a song, transition out of a song, use some of the themes from the song. And then towards the end of production, he realized that he wasn't going to be able to secure the rights to the song. So he came to me and said, "Can you write a song?" And I said, "No, I can't write songs. I don't do songs. I only do scores." But I remembered Spencer, and he's a colleague and a friend of mine, but he also was formerly a student of mine. And I've heard his work, and I knew that he could step up to the plate, but he had his work cut out for him because he had to write a song that matched the tempo and some of the chord progressions and some of the thematic material of the original song. And so I don't know, Spencer, if you want to kind of take it from there and explain how you had to reverse engineer the songwriting process to fit now my score, which was originally fit another song, which wasn't yours. Maybe you can talk about that.
Yeah, no, I mean, this was a really cool puzzle. I mean, for one, like Kevin said, I think the first time we both met, I I'm guessing at this point, I think that was like 14 years ago. I think I was in seventh grade and in his jazz band, and to be able to explore that, and then eventually, you know, I made my way at Westchester University, and I was a student in a composition class alongside Kevin, and now to get a phone call from him saying, "Hey, like, is this something you'd want to do?" I was like, "Yeah, like this is great." So yeah, essentially I was given Kevin kind of talked me through the score, the film, and I got to stream the progress that was made on it and the score. And it was interesting because I think the first time through watching it, they took that song out completely, and I only ever listened to that song one time just to hear, okay, like what were you kind of thinking about that original piece that this film really was written around. But then immediately put that away. I mean, I couldn't even tell you the name of what that was because I know that it was really the feeling that influenced the film. So being able to sit down with both Kevin, but also with Mike, and to actually see what drew you to the song, what was it about, how did that eventually steer the new image of this film, and what that final product was really important to me. Now, you know, you have a little bit of that creative bit, but then also that math bit on your head of like, what speed does this need to be at? What key do we need to be in so it can fit within Kevin's score? So those parameters made it really interesting to be able to say, how can I creatively operate within this space that is already laid out for another piece? And being able to work back and forth with the director and with Kevin to allow this piece to blossom into something completely new was a lot of fun.
Wow. And Spencer, have you ever done anything like this before? I know that you write music, you've been in the band, you obviously have a long line of credits and work under your belt, but have you ever like gotten this kind of puzzle and how to do this?
I would say this was definitely a new experience for me. I'm a songwriter and I do write music, but in this collaborative setting, there are a lot of stakeholders at hand, right? It's not just me creating a work and saying, "All right, like this is it," but saying, we already have this image and we want you to be creative in this space, but we also want you to be able to collaborate with what exists and help foster something new. So I think it really took a lot of conversation, openness, willing to be flexible and to change, and also seeing like, what opportunities do I have? I mean, I could have attempted to fill in the song beyond what I sent Kevin, but I knew like Kevin had the skills and expertise to make it into something that I couldn't. And also we had a fantastic lead actress for the film who was a great musician as well. And I was like, what if we got her singing on the track, for her to sing the reprise of this song and to really re-envision it in a different way? Our director, he imagined this song to be with a female voice. So for me to be thrown in the mix was definitely new. So I was like, why don't we bring in, you know, our Millie and see what we can make this? And it really told a different story, I think, by the end of the process.
That is so cool. So Kevin, when you receive like Spencer's song, what's next? I know you also orchestrate, you produce this, and you got an orchestra, right? Can you talk to me about like what happens when you get that song?
Yeah. So, Spencer wrote the song. He sent me the piano sketch with him singing, and I listened to it and immediately could hear that he had solved the puzzle on creating a song that could fit within my score. So I took what he had, I took his piano parts, got them re-recorded. Everything stayed the same the way he played it, but used different piano samples and added some really beautiful, lush orchestration. So I think in the end, using Spencer's song made it a much more compelling soundtrack because the song is so much more tightly integrated into my score the song begins, but the orchestration, the sound of the orchestra, the recording, the production, everything that I did could remain the same throughout the whole film. So instead of having score, song, score, it's just a fluid soundtrack that's, very easily transitioning between song and score. So yeah, I took what he had. I used his chord progressions to build the orchestration and make the song, I think, even more powerful than he had it originally with just the piano. His lyrics and his vocal style already tell the story that we need to tell, but then with that added orchestration, it's like that extra, I don't even know how to describe it, the extra zest that it needed. It just kind of takes it over the edge. I think it worked very effectively.
Spencer, how long did it take you to write the lyrics and send Kevin that final product?
I feel like I'm probably not alone with other songwriters or composers out there where they say process took a few months. The writing happened probably in like a few days, right?
Wow.
It's a lot of like thinking about the process and finding that space to be creative, right? And that space doesn't always come for myself. There needs to be this openness and inspiration, and try not to just throw it at the piano, but wait for it to come to you. So those few months leading up to that can always be a little frustrating, or even anxiety ridden if there's a deadline. But both Kevin and Mike were extremely understanding with that. And as soon as it came, I sent it. I remember actually I was on getting ready for a flight to South Africa. And that night, before I got on the bus to hit the plane, I sent Kevin that demo. And as soon as he got it, he ran with it. I came back from South Africa and he had this beautiful piece with so much presence. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So it was fantastic to see what he was able to put together.
And incredible. And Kevin, similar question. How long did it take you originally to write that first score? And then how long did it take after getting Spencer's work to make Millie's Carefree Day?
Yeah, so the initial score didn't take me very long. I've been film scoring for a long time. So I think I wrote the entire score probably in just a day or two. That's the writing process. And then I orchestrated it maybe for another day or two and then produced it for another day or two. But when the monkey wrench was thrown in the situation that the song, we were not going to be able to use the original song, then everything, all the progress ground to a halt. And I had to rethink things, and we all had to figure out how we're going to dig ourselves out of this ditch. And then that's when I brought Spencer on board. And I kind of I thought in the back of my mind that Spencer may have been doubting himself a little bit. He seemed a little like unsure, but I knew that he was going to knock it out of the park. And that's why when he sent me that first demo, I thought, this is great. All right, let me see what I can do with it. And I started, getting in there and retooling things and orchestrating and trying to get it to blend. And I knew right away that this was it. This was going to be the song. But I can usually score a film, especially if it's a short film, in just a matter of a couple of days. I'm usually pretty quick with it. I think writing a song that had to meet the criteria we were asking for is a little bit more daunting. It's always harder to come in as the outsider on a project that's already rolling than it is for me to be in on the ground level. I already had a relationship with Mike Lecision, the director, and I already knew some of the actors, and my trusted advisor and co-producer, Chris Pateco, was working on this as well. So I already had my team. I think, Spencer was just thrown in the deep end. Here's what we need, go. And he didn't know anybody except for me. So it was great working with Spencer. I think we made a good team on this one.
So awesome. Is Chris Pateco also a sound guy on film in Pennsylvania? I know.
I
worked with him. Great guy.
Oh, he's my, so we co-founded Idriona Studios. We've been working together for 20 years or so. we co-own a production studio, and we've done so many projects together. Yeah, Chris
That is
great.
awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome, guys. We're running out of time, but you guys both of you talk about how so much of what you do has to do with fitting the aesthetic and the feelings and what the film and what you want the music to mean to you and mean to the audience. So what does Millie's Carefree Day mean to you guys, and what does it really convey to the audience that gets to hear it and see it?
Well, I think in a nutshell, the movie is about grief and overcoming grief and coming to terms with losing loved ones. And that's something that is very personal to everybody. I think everybody can relate to. And ultimately, my job as a composer is to make the audience feel what they may not be seeing on the screen, to go a little bit deeper, pull the curtains aside, and make the audience feel something. And that's what I strived to do.
Love it. Spencer, what's this song and it mean to you?
Sure. Well, without giving too much, I mean, the song that I wrote and Kevin composed is what Millie plugs in to escape that, and to say, I might be in a bad place now, but that doesn't mean that I can't get out of it. And whether that escape for you is music or it's something else, being out in nature, being with people that you care about, understanding what that is in your life and being able to reach for that when you need it, I think is important. And I would think for Kevin and I, certainly music plays a big role in that. So we're happy to contribute that within this film.
I love that. I'm getting emotional just hearing you guys talk about it. I can't wait to hear it. How can we hear Millie's Carefree Day? Is it out for the public to listen to, or you have to watch the film?
You'll have to watch the film, but Spencer and I are talking about doing a larger release of the song, maybe putting a single out with an extended version. So that's something that's in the works that you should be looking for. I don't know. You want to try to do that this year, Spencer? Maybe
I think
by the end of the summer?
I think you need to too. I love what you guys are saying. I want to hear it. I want to listen to it as I'm walking outside. I want to cry to it. Where will it be once you make this and release it?
I'd say we'll do a full release. Check Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. Just search for either of our names. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I have to ask this work. Sorry, we have someone in the back running tech. Sorry, Lisa, but I have to ask you before we end. Kevin, this is your second time winning an award at Garden State Film Festival. Spencer, this is your first, right?
It is.
Congratulations, honestly. But how does it?
Yes.
How does it feel having it at Garden State Film Festival? And Kevin, since you've been here before, what does Garden State Film Festival mean to you?
Well, it means a lot to me. I live in Pennsylvania, but I teach in New Jersey because I'm a professor at Rowan University. So New Jersey is a place that's near and dear to my heart. And winning this award is validation for all of the hours spent and all of the stress and anxiety and the self-doubt that we artists put on ourselves. It's validation. So thank you, Garden State Film Festival. This is an honor.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I used to teach actually at a studio called Garden Street in New Jersey, and it was a fabulous place to work and to be. And seeing those really young students grow with piano and with voice feels full circle for me to have this moment and to know that I'm helping contribute and hopefully getting them to this place too. And full circle again, seeing that Kevin started as a mentor for me, and we're colleagues now. So I hope to continue that cycle.
I love it. Thank you both so much for your wonderful talents, sharing it with us. And congratulations again for having it at Garden State Film Festival. Definitely look these two up. And will either you be at the festival this year?
I unfortunately cannot attend, but I will be there in spirit.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you guys hopefully one day, and I'm definitely gonna keep my eye out for Millie's Carefree Day to release. So this year we have it on video. So I hope you guys stay accountable to this.
There's no turning back now.
Thank you both again. Congratulations. And yes,
thank you
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.